Hi, this is PR Sundar. Last few episodes, I spoke about stock market cycles, the gold cycle, which is basically a commodity cycle. And today, I'm going to talk about crude oil cycle. This is actually not a crude oil cycle, but I'm going to talk about the future of crude oil. Now, if you look at the prices 30 years before and now, you will see most of the prices are higher. If you have bought an apartment for 10 lakh rupees 30 years before, now the same apartment you have to buy for 1 crore. So the prices keep increasing. But there are two things in my life I've seen the prices have not increased in the last 30 years. One is telecom. And you know, those days, mobile phones used to come like a brick size. And I still remember Bharti Airtel, they charge 9 rupees per minute. And also, they charge in a block of 3 minutes. That means, you take a phone, say hello, other guy say no, it's wrong number, okay, 27 rupees is charged. But now, most of the telecom companies are giving free voice calls. So telecom is one thing. For the last 30 years, the prices did not go up. The same way, airline tickets. So I still remember 30 years before, I paid 16,000 rupees for a flight ticket to Singapore. And even now, the price is almost the same. It has not seen any increase. In fact, it has decreased. Because you know very well, the operating cost of an airline, or the major operating cost, is from crude oil. And I will tell you one interesting thing. 25 years before, I went to a hill station in Tamil Nadu, Ooty, and another hill station in Kerala, Munnar. And I found that the Munnar prices are very, very expensive compared to Ooty. Recently, I've been to both the places and I find that Munnar prices are cheaper than Ooty. So I was wondering, why? And you will get the answer at the end of this episode. The people say the crude oil is the basis for world politics, and Gulf countries dominated the markets. Who was the highest producer of crude? Saudi Arabia. But during 2003 to 2008, the crude prices shot up so much. I think from around $10, it shot up to $150. Then US was also importing the crude oil. Then US government thought we should not be depending on other countries for crude oil. So they were ready to spend any amount of money to develop any new technology, and so that they can become self-sufficient. And people found out a new technology which is called fracking technology or hydraulic fracturing. I am not a scientist. Let me explain in simple words what I understand. If you go below the earth, there are rocks, and below the rocks, the crude oil is trapped. So what these people do in fracking technology, they drill a pipeline, and through the pipeline, they send a liquid, a water with a lot of chemicals, with a high pressure, so that the rock, there will be a crack, and through the crack, the crude oil comes up. Lot of people, they say that for environmentally, it is not good. But the US government did not listen to them, and they've been quite successful. And I told you the liquid water with some other chemicals, one of them is a piscine taken from vegetable called quercum. And this particular, it's a kind of a beans. And this particular beans is cultivated mostly in Rajasthan. And this quercum used to be sold for 10 rupees, 20 rupees per kg. It has shot up to 1000 rupees per kg just because of this fracking technology demand in US. So by 2017-18, US has become self-sufficient. So US did not import any crude oil. And now they have become number one in the world in oil production, overtaking Saudi Arabia. And now they have started exporting also. So this fracking technology and US becoming self-sufficient, US becoming number one producer in crude oil, it has changed the whole equation of this crude oil business. And usually these Gulf countries, they will be having a cartel. If you say diplomatically, it is called OPEC. And what they will do, as and when the prices go down, they will say we are cutting the production. Then immediately the prices shoot up. But now because US is producing more and more crude oil, become number one in the world, and these kind of tricks are not effective anymore. And that is why the crude oil in 2008, which was $150, now it has come to $50. In fact, it went up to $26 few months before, and now it is trading around $50-$55. I will tell you another interesting story. In 2008, when the Lehman Brothers collapse came, stock markets crashed. The stocks that are trading around 1,000 rupees came to 50 rupees. Stock trading at 100 rupees came to 5 rupees. And that time, the smart people, they have advertised. They started talking and see, 100 rupees stock can come to 5 rupees. $100 crude oil, can it come to $5? No, it cannot come. And $1,000 gold can come to $100? Cannot come. So you come, trade in commodity. Commodity is far better than stock market, equity market. And that is why the commodity trading picked up so much. But you remember, crude oil need not come from $100 to $5 to lose the money, because they take only 5% margin money. Even if 1% move in the crude oil, you can lose 20% of your capital. So I never suggest trading, whether it is of equity market or I'm talking about speculative trading, not the hedged trade. So I do the trading, but I do the hedged trading. So speculative trading, intraday trading, all I do not advise. But in long term, I'm taking a bearish view about the crude oil. So this is the story of crude oil. And now let me come back to why Kerala Munnar prices are cheaper. And that's because most of the people from Kerala, they are working in Gulf countries. When the crude oil future is not good, the future for crude oil is not good, and naturally those economies will not be doing well, and naturally people working there, they do not have good prosperity in future. And it is mostly the Gulf money that is playing in Kerala. Now the Gulf is in problem, and the Kerala real estate prices are down. I hope you have enjoyed this small story about crude oil, and thank you for watching.